The boosters are going to talk for a few minutes to kind of go over a few things of what we did this season and give some thanks to some people who helped out this season. So I'm going to pass it off to Jen in a hand.
Thanks. If your name is Jen, you can be on the booster boards. That's how it works around here. I'm just going to give a little treasury update. So I got appointed as treasurer this year, or I guess I was voluntold, which was I'm on the basketball boys booster and football, and I've never been a treasurer. So this was a new thing, and it was really fun. So I just wanted to give a couple highlights of where we're at and what we're going to do with the money that we've raised. So I don't know if you guys know this, but the district only gives us how much, Rob? $900. So we get $900 to do everything that we do for the girls and for the field and for improvements, which is not a lot. So to put that in context, we have to buy visors every year. They cost about $1,400. We have to buy socks every year. They cost about $400. And that's just little tiny things. And we hope to feed you guys every time you turn around. You should have something to eat. So just to put it into context, there's a lot of work that goes into it. This year, we actually really doubled down on our snack shack. So you guys are going to hear a little bit about that. But that was, I would say, probably the most fun this year to watch. We actually increased our, I would say, grew. We had a 200% growth in our net proceeds for the snack shack from last year, which was amazing. So I won't bore you guys with the numbers, but I'm going to ask the Snack Shack gals to go through like how many hot dogs we sold, which might put it into perspective for you. But just a lot of work went into that. So we quadrupled what we did last year, and then the growth, and we were able to actually increase our margins on the things that we sold. So that was super fun. And huge shout out to the people that helped do all that, which we're going to talk about. Do you guys want to go through some of our items? In our, yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay. Anybody want to guess how many hot dogs? No? More than 5. Less than 391. Guess how many Italian sodas? Guess low. 182. 168 lotuses. Thank you, Pamela.
And then a special shout out to Jen. We sold 137 bags. That's 411 cookies that Jen and Ham baked for the Snack Shack. Big money. And while we are highlighting Jen, we're going to go through the different volunteers, but I also wanted to point out that she made a ton of t-shirts and sweatshirts for all of you girls at home. So she did a ton. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so just a couple things. We did a spring clinic fundraiser, which was the spring clinic for Little League. We're going to do another one in the summer. Our summer one is where we actually make the most of our money, so we're going to need some serious help with that. We're hoping we have a big number that we want to hit. Last year, I think you guys raised about $8,000 at the summer clinic and had 53 kids there. Would you know that? Would you know that? Lower? Okay. Well, our goal is 53 then. Okay, so that's the two, and then we also have a car wash fundraiser coming up in August 30th. So that is on the 20th. Date 30th. The other thing to the Snap Raise fundraiser was the first time we've ever done that. We raised $6,300 that we get to keep. So they take a little cut. So just a really fantastic job to the families that participated in that. It's an easy way for us to raise money for ASB. So there's two kind of buckets of money in a booster club. There's booster money, and then there's ASB money. All of it we raise, right? But the SNAP raise money will go to our our ASB fund, and what we plan to do with that money. I think that's the best thing about being up here is to tell you, yeah, we've done all these great things, but what are we actually going to do with the money? And what we've decided, we met with the coaches at state, we're actually going to cover the batting cages. Before next season, we will have that done. So we're going to take the snap raise money and the boosters are going to match that. And we're going to cover the batting cages so that you guys don't get dripped on, rained on, blow wind on, and you can actually hit in some nicer environment. And then the next thing that we're going to plan to do, one of the things the boosters have decided is to really be planful about what we're going to do in the future, right? So we don't want to say, okay, everybody raise all this money, but we're not going to see anything from it for 4 years from now. We want the girls that are playing and the families that are investing and raising money to actually see that come to fruition. And so our next goal, which will be a next year big project, will be the Conics, which is horrible. I've never been in it, but you guys tell us that it's disgusting and it leaks and there's rodents. So we want to replace that. We're gonna figure out how to get that big thing out of here and bring in something new where we can store your equipment and all of those things. So we hope that's our next year project, okay? Couple other things to shout out. Sponsorships were huge for us this year. So Al Manahan, Paul, where's he? Paul, this whole table. Abbott Construction donated quite a bit. Those are our 3 main sponsors. So thank you guys for your commitment to all things Inglemoor, because I know the 2 of you guys get hit up for anybody but badminton in this community. And then the other is just the money that comes from volunteer grants and volunteer match hours. So this is almost a bit of a plug for you, those parents that maybe don't know if your company has a volunteer match program for the hours that you donate. We can give you a job. You can maybe take over one of these guys' jobs and you can be the announcer and we'll make money off of you and your company. I'm just kidding. But there's just a lot of things with that match that comes. So I worked for, for transition jobs, but when I was with Medtronic, they would match every hour that I volunteered was another $50 back to an organization. Zane Allen for the board, for Cynthia's board work, we actually got $2,000 from Pure Storage from his company. Rudy, who's not here tonight, $2,400 in his time that Microsoft matched. You guys, that's huge. There's one more. Anna, where's Anna? Just little things like the player fees. So Boeing was able to match the player fees. So anytime you maybe have an opportunity to find out if you have a volunteer match or a corporate match, we raised almost just over $7,000 with volunteer hours and volunteer match between Boeing, Microsoft, and Medtronic and Pure Storage. So, did I miss anything? Jen, where's Jen? Les Schwab, the little things. There's little things where we've gotten donations from like Les Schwab, Chick-fil-A, Salt and Straw donated down waffle cones. Just some of those little things. M&D Appliances got us a refrigerator. Oh goodness, this is a big one. So Rebecca's brother owns Northwest Solar and Electric, and he came in and did all the electrical work in the shack. So basically, you guys, we never were able, apparently, y'all were able to have a microwave or anything to do any sort of hot food in there. And he came in, and I think his time was worth about $2,500, and he rewired the shack for us last fall. Okay, thanks so much.
All right, it definitely takes a village. It's a 3-4 month season, but it's a lot of work and a lot of people to make everything go. So we wanted to recognize some of the volunteers from this year. The first one is Pamela. Pamela, where are you? Will you come on up? We have a little something for you. Of course, you all saw Pamela at every game taking all sorts of photos for you. We have an award called Picture Perfect Pamela. Please wear it with pride. Yes. Thank you. And all of the links to all of the photos, so that was great. Unfortunately, which one are we gonna do now? I'll just go by you. Yes, so unfortunately, our two snack shack grillers aren't here tonight, Rudy and Fred, but we will get these prizes over to them. But we have the CPO, Chief Barbecue Operator for Rudy. He just embraced his job. Where's Delaney? Delaney, will you come get your dads? Yes, show them what we did. So they'll be all set next season. So I have to say, when we first found out, when we first started talking about the snack shack, we knew that Rudy was a big tailgater, and boy did he come in and embrace it. So, and then also Fred, we have the chief grill master. Did we already give that away? Fred helped grill all of the hot dogs and everything. So, thank you to our grillers. All right, let's go with the announcers, Paul and Pete for JV. Come on up. Okay, so Pete, your award is called the Golden Mike Award. He announced all of the JV games and stepped in. So thank you so much, Pete, for all of that. And then we got Hot Mike Pauly. For Paul. Thank you guys. A little plug, we are obviously losing our senior parent varsity game announcer, who was amazing, so thank you. So are looking for another announcer for next year. Yep. And then can we have our scorekeepers come up with Byron and Chris? So Chris runs a recreation. You guys are gonna have to read this. I need my readers.
Runs and Recreation Director.
Chris, where are you? There you are.
The Keeper of the Truth. Sort of.
And last but not least, we have Stina come up. Yes, so let's talk about what Stina did. So Stina teaches math. Yay, teachers.
She also makes sure that our girls are fed whenever they have any away games. So girls, this is where you can show your appreciation for all the snacks. Best snack mom.
Thank you. Thank you, Stina. And now Cynthia and Jennifer, will you guys come up here? Yes. Oh, we gotta grab something for Jennifer really quick. A little bit about Jennifer and Cynthia. They are president and vice president of the board this year. They actually did all of this themselves, the two of them last year. So throughout this year, there's so much work. Obviously, how many are there? There's 6 of us on the board this year. The two of them handled it all last year. Super grateful as a freshman mom to come back and know that the Booster Club is healthy and thriving, and the Snack Shack was going because of these two. So huge, huge, huge thank you to Jennifer and Cynthia. Another little plug, that they are outgoing. They are not going to be renewing. They all put in so much time and effort, and so we are looking for some new board members next year. It's really fun. So that is what I have, and then Jennifer was going to do the coaches.
Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about the coaches and take a moment to express our gratitude and appreciation for our varsity and junior varsity coaches, Reese, Jim, Rob, and Cody. Each of you have given time, patience, and dedication to our players and the Inglemore Fast Pitch program, and it's worthy of a very special thank you. To be honest, as I was thinking about this, I do not envy your jobs. Being a coach these days takes a lot. You are not only a coach, which is essentially a teacher, you're a decision maker, a strategist, an evaluator, an organizer. You make the vision and you lead the team. You have to be the disciplinary, the listening ear, show empathy when it's needed, and really know when to push hard to create change and growth in your players. Each of you have laid the groundwork of a very strong foundation and fostered teamwork along the way. We want to congratulate each of you for the success the team's had this season, especially winning Kinko. And making it to the state tournament again. That's a huge achievement for a coach, I hope so. I hope you guys are happy. Thank you for believing in our players and for the countless hours you've invested in everything that is sitting in this room this evening. We appreciate all that you guys do, truly, so thank you very much. And on that note, use your microphone now, so you guys can.
That's loud. Is it too loud? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all in my voice. I want to thank all the parents for the support this year. There was many games at home where I would look at Jim and say, holy crap, there's a lot of people here. Just watching Inglemore softball, the community, your parents, and you guys were always supportive all year long, and we truly appreciate that. Just seeing you out there supporting your kid, supporting the program, when we see that, it just brings a smile to our face that we're happy and proud of what we're doing here at Inglemore. This is like family to me. I'm gonna cry. For somebody that lives in Snohomish that has nothing to do with this area, this school, I love the school. I love the parents. I love everything about Inglemore High School. I am proud of what we've done here, and it's all because of these players right here. From day one, we've had nothing but kids that have bought into what we wanted to do here, make this the top program in the state. That's always been the vision. We're going to be the best in everything we do, and it's been amazing. And every single time, every new year, I get the opportunity to work with the best girls around and the best parents around. I was at Snohomish's banquet 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and I heard Patty say these are the best parents in the state, and when she came over and started talking to me, I said, you're the second best parents in the state, because I have the best at Inglemore. So thank you parents for everything. I can't thank you enough for what you guys do. So thank you. To the Booster Club, you guys are amazing. One, you put up with me. Jennifer, you're just awesome. Every time. All the texts that go back and forth, all the things that I've asked, and it's just not during the season. Jennifer will tell you that this is 12 months out of the year. I don't think we go a period without where we text or checked in or see what's going on. And I truly thank you for everything you've done for this program. And like Rebecca said, you kept this booster club together with Cynthia. When I know Rebecca, when she was going out, that was her concern. And you made the booster club amazing. We never skipped a beat, so thank you for everything. Cynthia, thank you for always keeping it real with me, telling me what you think. I truly appreciate your honesty. I just appreciate you so much, just for all the hard work that you've done to this booster club. Again, I'm going to miss you. You did an amazing job, so thank you very much. To the rest of you guys that jumped in on the Booster Club, again, this doesn't happen without you guys. The time and effort that you guys put into making this so successful, giving the girls everything they want, the snacks, the team dinners, and everything. So I thank you guys so much for making it a great experience for our girls, so thank you. To the parents that helped put things together, that helped us put a new tarp over the old tarp for digging out snow when we were trying to play a game on a Saturday, just for the countless hours that you volunteered to make our field beautiful. The shack, I mean, the shack, I don't know if you guys have seen it, it started to get painted. It's just amazing what you guys have done. So thank you to all the parents that have helped throughout the year. To these three guys, I love these guys. These guys, I try my best to, I get up early for work, so I try my best not to text before 6. But a lot of times I miss that, and just the countless texts that we have planning the day out. What do we want to work on? Reese, with the hours that he spends watching film, coming up with game plans on teams. It's just amazing the time they put into it, and they do it for these players in this community. That's why they do it. None of us are here looking for an attaboy. All we care about is the girls and making Inglemoor great, and that's all these guys care about. It is just my honor to coach with these guys. Cody, for putting up with me. He has to unfortunately hear when I question a pitch that's being called. And he handles it like somebody would. We have a conversation and we know there's a lot of respect there. The hours that this guy puts in for these kids to help them make better. After we talk about what we do for practice, he puts the practice plan together, spends hours doing that. Just couldn't do it without Cody, so thank you very much. Jim's kind of my right-hand man. He's got to hear all the comments that come out of my mouth during the game, and so he's heard some colorful things that have come out of my mouth. But Jim is, again, somebody that I constantly talk to during games. We're constantly talking about something, making sure our outfield's in the right spot. You know, and I'll say, hey Jim, what do you think? And he'll usually look at Reese, what, are we too deep? Just constantly making sure that we're in the right position. The hours that he gives working on our bunny in this game. One of our big things this year was we wanted to be a better bunny team, and we spent hours trying to be a better bunny team, and Jim was a big part of that, so thank you, Jim. Therese, he handles our outfield, did a great job. He watches probably more video than I watch. If there's a question of something going on our team with the swing or anything like that, I know he's watched it, so I could go up to him and say, hey, did you see this in their swing? And he goes, yeah, I did notice that. And then we'll talk about what we need to do to improve on that. So just the hours, and you know, we give Reese a hard time about, you know, when I text early in the morning, I usually tell Jim, hey, tell Reese this when he wakes up from La La Land, because he's up half the night watching video. I don't know if you guys probably didn't notice, but every sheet at state we had basically a cheat sheet on the hitters, and that was all Reese studying the other team's hitters, making sure that we put ourselves to succeed. So thank you very, very much, Reese. To the amazing players, you guys are awesome. You just are. You're awesome. I love that you guys feel comfortable being who you are. But from day one, you guys showed up with the attitude of we're going to work hard, we're going to get better, and you guys went through a ton of adversity this year, a ton of it. And I'm just so proud of how you guys came through it. For such a young group, and we really are young at its core. When back in the fall, when Keely was saying, what division do you want to play in? You know, and I said, I want to play in the top division. And her exact words were, what are you, nuts? And I said, no, they'll handle it. They'll be able to handle it. I know who we have coming in. I know what we have coming back, and they'll handle it. And boy, did you guys ever handle it. To go through with a group of, mostly in this program, of 9th graders and 10th graders, to finish top 4 in the Crown Division is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I just started my conversations with some of you guys, but one of the things that with the girls I talked to yesterday was the theme that we talked about was when you guys became a unit. And I don't think as a coach to watch that happen was amazing, because I thought the first month of the season we were disconnected, kind of playing for ourselves a little bit, trying to figure things out. We were struggling, and to see you guys get connected and start playing for each other was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's no doubt why we're the Kinko champions. There's no doubt why we finished top 4. There's no doubt why we finished top 5 in state. It's because you guys turned the corner, started playing for each other, and we're awesome. Super proud of you guys. I don't think as parents, you know, if you're not in the daily with this group, every practice, every game, every huddle we have, every conversation we have, it's those moments that I cherish, even in moments of frustration, even in moments of happiness. I cherish every moment of those. And the fact that how you guys, like I said, came every day, ready to get better, and kept on fighting says a lot about who you guys are. And I told my wife this over the last couple of weeks. We've talked a lot about softball and about this group in general, and she always asks, she goes, what is it about this group that it makes where I've said this is such a special group? And I said, because they're all amazing human beings. They are all fantastic kids. And I'm just so proud to be your coach this year. So thank you guys for everything you did. I'm sure with a lot of parents out there, after our first month, there was probably doubts of were we playing in the right division? Was our schedule a little bit too tight? And if you guys don't know, we played the toughest schedule in the state this year, by far. And it was recognized with our seed as 8. You don't see many 8 seeds with a record of 15 and 11. Plus 500, that's right. An 8 seed, and we did have, there was moments as coaches we were like, God, did we put too much on them? And I think they showed us that the confidence that we had in them was warranted. And the best moment I had, it was at the end of the year when Keely came up to me and said how proud she was of this team, and how proud she was of Inglemoor, and how proud she was going to get to go ram it in a bunch of 4A coach AD's faces about why is Inglemoor playing in the 4A division? They shouldn't be here. So you guys showed them what was up. So great job on that too. I'm going to turn it over to Cody so we can start these awards. He's got things he wants to say, I'm sure.
I didn't prepare anything. No, I think we all a huge round of applause for you, Rob. You know, we're only where we are because of your leadership. So, you gotta get it. Go. I never woke up here, Tex, but when I would wake up at 6 and I'd see you send a text at 4:24 or something like that. So, but, you know, we all don't sleep at night because we're thinking about things. We have thoughts, we communicate, and you guys made it super easy on us because we knew the players were trusting in our process and working towards a goal we set at the beginning of the season that was, you know, we talked about early on, we were super excited for the schedule we put together, and we did not want to go through whatever the second tier is at Presley. So yeah, we did have some thoughts early on about, you know, are we going to get it? Are the girls going to get it? Are they going to buy in? And yeah, and I always say, on top of what Rob said, the best athletic team will never be a connected team, because it does take everybody on the field, everybody in the dugout, all as one, working towards a goal. Where you see a lot of teams and use I'll use USC football for example. They have the top 5 recruiting class every year in football. They never win anything because they're working as individuals, trying to get to the NFL or whatever. So super important that teams are connected and together. But yeah, I'm just gonna move on to handing stuff out, because I'll start trying to. I actually wrote some of this down so I'm more prepared for this. So. All right, first up for JV, this player, consistent all year. I think she showed up for every optional practice, constantly working hard, great attitude. I don't think I ever saw her get down or frustrated the entire year. Just kept working, great attitude. Really started to come alive at the end of the season on JV with her bat. Great teammate, always supporting everyone around her. Whatever, something good happens, something perceived as bad happens, always there supporting her teammates. So I want to congratulate Delaney on a great season. this next player in a bit, but hang on, I gathered myself. I'm going to keep it short. I'll just say, thank you, Paul. Are these like airline napkins? Got these from the bar at the airport. Another kid who was always at the optional stuff, did whatever we asked, got better and better and better. Didn't have a lot of experience in the game. I hope it was the best part of your day at practicing games. I get so emotional, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Glasses are probably not there. Another player that was constantly at the captain's practices, the optional practices, working hard. Relatively new at position, kept getting better and better every day. Great to coach, positive. The only thing I would say is up the volume a little bit sometimes, but just a pleasure to coach. Great kid, and I'm not good at speaking honestly. Oh, yeah, this is I don't really look at the game changer stats much because we don't really rely on them for too much, but I did look top 3 in multiple offensive categories, top 3 in RBIs. In my mind, I'm thinking back to the season and I didn't really realize that, but Annika had a great year at the plate. I'm sure all of you players have heard us say, just put the ball in play. Drive in the run. There's a runner on third, less than 2 outs. Please put the ball in play. The next few are, we won't do the right ones. Okay. Sorry. Varsity letter award. This player, I don't think I've ever seen a negative body language or a negative thought or a negative comment. Consistently positive towards her teammates, helping her teammates out, asking what we can help her with, asking if we're seeing stuff. Just committed to the program. The one thing I would recommend is a metatarsal guard. It might give it away. I think Addie's hit the 3 off the top of your foot this year, at least. And I remember moments in games where balls would get hit, and as a coach, you see balls get hit, and you're kind of in your mind, you're not verbalizing obviously, but you're like thinking, oh no. And then you look out there, and Addie's you make many, many spectacular catches this year in the outfield. that. Thank you, Addie.
So I did see Addie. I did see Addie not be smiling and bubbling the one time when her foot was starting to feel better and somebody during practice threw a ball and drilled it. Addie's face was no longer happy and bubbly. This next letter goes to someone that is a great teammate, hustles. You can see how much they love the game. You can see how much they want to get better through their work ethic. Played mostly JV this year, got a start or two for varsity, and probably to this day, the moment that I'll constantly relive in my head with excitement when we're down 1-0 to Liberty, and there's a pass ball that hits the umpire and goes like 2 feet behind the catcher, and there's no hesitation, dead sprint, beat the tag. One of my favorite moments this year because it totally turned the momentum for us when we needed to run so badly. She pitched for us after not pitching for a while. Good outfielder, and the future is just super bright for this kid, and that's Maya. Our next varsity letter is to someone that is a fierce competitor. I don't know, she doesn't know this, but one of my favorite things about her is when she gives up a home run, the look on her face is, I am going to kill somebody. She is, thanks, Paul. Such a great competitor, great teammate, someone that obviously we depend on greatly. Pitched 2 no-hitters this year, 2 or 3 one-hitters, shut out Redmond, just was a rock star all year. In my opinion, and you'll hear my rant later when we get to the Kinko Awards, my opinion, the best pitcher in the Crown Division, hands down, and I don't care what the other coaches voted for, and that's Malin. I think we should have Reese do a couple of these. I think everybody would like to hear that. The next varsity letter goes to somebody that was a stud all year. Hands down, a stud all year. Consistent all year at the plate. Played multiple positions for us. Played her in the outfield. She pitched, she played third, she played short, she played second. And one thing about her was she was consistent all year long for us. When our team struggled in the beginning of the season, Campbell did not. She carried us at times, and it was just amazing to watch her play. And this kid is going to absolutely dominate softball for the next few years. That's Campbell.
next verse ever. Another kid who came in, we asked her to do much more than she probably anticipated, including getting back in the circle. The kid would just say, "What do you need me to do, coach? What do you need me to do?" And she'll do it. Also had a great year batting, hitting, with pitcher, shortstop, second base, just battled. And for someone that hadn't pitched in a couple of years to come in and throw like 60% strike rate over the season, that's fantastic. Made our JV team competitive, because I know some of the older girls have gone through seasons where we struggle with throwing strikes. But just a great competitor, always smile on her face, always upbeat, do whatever we asked her to do, and that's Audrey.
Next letter goes to somebody that is a fierce competitor and probably a perfectionist. I'm guessing a little bit of perfectionist. What made me most proud of this individual is how she handled adversity. She had times where she struggled. She had times that her confidence was a little bit down, and she continued to fight, show up, work hard, and handle adversity. And that's the biggest thing you can do as a player in growth, is how you handle adversity. How do you get back up? Never made excuses, just continue to work hard. As a freshman, being asked to play shortstop at Inglemoor, you're coming into some pretty big shoes to fill with Lexi and Gabby before her. And I thought she did a great job, and future super bright for her, and that's Piper. This next letter goes to, gosh, it's somebody that just makes me laugh and smile each day, because she's laughing and smiling every day. Ultimate teammate, ultimate, I will do what you need me to do for the best of this program. I will put my ego aside, and I will just do what you need me to do, and sacrifice playing defense, catching, and just, she's here for you. She's here for her teammates. She's always the one that's loose when things get a little bit too tight, or she feels things are getting a little bit serious. She's gonna be there with a smile, with a joke, with a dance of some sort. And the best thing about her is when you need her, she's there. When you put her in the lineup because you know that you need somebody that's gonna produce, Bryce is always there and always gives her best. And I told her yesterday when we were talking, there was no doubt once we got to state that Bryce was going to come through. Just no doubt, because that's who Bryce is. I've had the privilege to watch her grow up from 9th grade, when wasn't very smiley, happy Bryce. More of a went on the radar of how am I going to make it with this kid for 4 years. But gosh dang, I'm so proud of the young woman you're becoming and that you have became, because it's amazing to see. Bryce. Another kid on our team that's always smiling, hard worker, great teammate, loves her team, loves her teammates. You can tell of how she treats them. Probably one of the nicest kids I've ever been around, just how she treats everybody. You could, in a day and age where we are quick to judge, this is the type of kid that is going to befriend anybody. Get to know them for who they are, and that's so unique. Great player. Someone that I have a ton of respect for, just the person that she is. She's a fantastic catcher. Has a nose of steel now. There's still some blood on the field too, but great hitter, will do whatever you need her to do. She just wants to win. She wants to compete, she wants to win, she wants to get better, and she's gonna do whatever it takes to get better. And again, someone that there's no doubt that in a few years when we turn on TV, we're gonna be watching Tova Miller somewhere. Yeah. So great job, Tova.
You know, Tova, when I was away last week, I had 3 different parents on my team who don't have ties to this team, but watch our game change their feet, ask, what happened at third base in that one game? So they're already watching you. Another kid works her behind off, always trying to get better. Came in, and it's not often you see, we've been lucky, I think, at Inglemoor with Tova and now with you, I mean, to have catchers that can absolutely receive so well. Bryce, you're included in this too, that receive and block. You know, sorry. I'm on candy. I didn't get to read yours. But no, to come in and be called on to catch in a varsity game for your first time and receive a no-hitter, that's pretty special. And just how you manage the pitchers, how you block, how you receive, just a great kid. And it's fun to see you now, because I knew about you years ago when my daughter had the privilege to also coach you once in a while and help you out. So just a great kid, and I'm happy that Tova doesn't have to catch every game like my kid had to catch every game, because she almost quit one night in the middle of the doubleheader having to catch a game, 2 games. So, no, just a great job this year. I mean,
Rishi. This next individual is, I would say, is the definition of consistency. Even keel all the time. You see her smile, but she doesn't get too high, she doesn't get too low. Had a fantastic year at the plate, very consistent at the plate for us. Consistent in the outfield, making plays. Ultimate team player. Someone that you can also see that loves her teammates and wants to see them succeed and will do whatever it takes for the team to succeed. just some of the things that she does, presents for our team, moving her in the batting order a couple times, ending her up, hitting her second, and just watching her flourish in that situation. Just so much fun to be around and just to see how much she's grown since last year. It's been truly amazing to watch, and that's Jackie.
Oh, another JV player that had to play multiple positions. Hopefully all of your coaches warned you about that before you got to high school, that you may not be playing the position you played in travel ball. Great attitude. I will have to be honest, when we first saw you in fall, from what we saw in fall to what we see now, I think you're probably like the most improved player on the team with the glove. Your glove work at first base and the way your hitting progressed this year, your improvement in this year in high school truly is not a developmental time for us because we play so many games and we don't get as much time. But the way you took on board what we were coaching, both defensively and at the plate, I mean, you could see you are on a pretty steep trajectory. So just a great kid to have on the team. Another kid that's always positive, always supporting her teammates, always yelling in the dugout, right there in my ear when I'm sitting on my bucket. That's a good thing. So just congratulations, man, a great season.
This next individual, I'm not gonna lie, first couple weeks she scared me a little bit. I didn't know she was capable of smiling. She was always had a dead serious look on her face. But once I got to know her and hear her amazing countless burps, she quickly became one of my favorite players, because I knew underneath there was a kid that just wants to win, just wants to play well, just wants to be in the situation. And I think one of the things that we saw with her is continued improvement that showed towards the end of the season with some of the biggest hits that this team needed and had. The Kinko championship game against Liberty, when she belts a double in the gap. Just a kid that works hard. And again, one that I'd probably call a perfectionist a little bit. She wants to be perfect. If I don't hit a line drive, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be mad that I didn't hit a line drive. And that's what competitors do. And she wants to get better, and she's gonna work hard to get better, and she's gonna be one of those kids that helps the school win its first state title in 22 years. And there's no doubt, and that's Zoe Steiner. Jennifer, great job on everything except the podium. Things are starting to fall down on me.
Another player, JV player that clearly worked in the off season. between last year and this year, completely hammers the ball when she connects with it. Finally got first home run of her high school career late in the season. Hannah, you're just a great kid. You're always working, always asking, always listening. We see the work you put in, and we see the results of the work you're putting in. Another kid that's constantly talking. I hear her in the dugout, constantly supporting her teammates. That was it's a pleasure to coach you, Hannah, and congratulations on a good season.
I think Jim might have a couple words to say about this individual. This kid's cool as a cucumber. I'm going to tell you that right now. There is nothing. I'm old. Okay, God, come on. And I don't think anything phases her. She has the same expression. I don't know what it means. I don't know. You don't even know what it means. I feel like Emily should. Don't you feel like Emily should? Oh, well. That's not a moment. Just one of those kids that when you first meet her, you're like, she has the same expression all the time. You're like, how much does she care about softball? That's your first impression. And then as you get to see her and meet her, you realize the care for softball is very deep in the way she shows it. And I thought towards the end of the year, you started seeing more emotion from her when she played the game. We first started her in right field and then moved her to center field, and she made some of the best catches. I still don't know how she caught some of them to this date. And, by the way, is the only center fielder that will call off the second baseman when the ball's right over the second baseman's head and come flying in on two knees and make a great catch. Another one that was always consistent at the plate. And I don't, like Cody, don't really pay attention to Game Changer, but I don't know if you realize this, but you hit over 500 at state, which is pretty incredible. Me and Jim were talking, and Sienna's got a new drill that for Alpha T that we saw her doing halfway through the season. And we were doing a tree drill. We look over Sienna, and she's got her bat behind her back and doing something this. And Jim asked her, "What are you working on?" And she's like, "Oh, sorry." But that's just who Sienna is. Always smiling, and like I said, just even kill. You had a great year. Great job, Sienna. This next athlete always has a smile on her face. As a matter of fact, we joke. I swear when they're running, she's smiling. I don't think she is capable of doing anything without smiling. One of the best teammates I've seen, just showing how much she cares for her teammates. One of the girls that are always there to pick somebody up, tell them it's okay. And I will go down saying this, that we've had a pretty good outfielder here at Inglemore, but Izzy's going to go down in that same category because she's probably one of the best outfielders I've seen, and we all saw that catch at state. And that's normal for Izzy. Izzy's one of those ones that's very coachable. She's constantly asking questions. Reese worked with her a lot on her swing, and she just takes it in, and I think you saw how much her bat got hot at the end of the year. Just a great season, and 2 more years of this kid dominating in the outfield is going to be awesome. So, Izzy Benoit. Another individual that always has a smile on her face, and I don't know if I've seen in practice, and again, we've had some girls that could hit the ball and launch some balls in practice like Zoe does. A couple of them took one bounce and hit the back of that second fence back there. Zoe's a great teammate. Zoe's the kid that we ask her to do many things. Ask her to play JV a lot, and she does it with a smile on her face and goes out and does that for her teammates. Comes to a practice, works hard. Again, somebody that is just so much fun to be around because she's always smiling. She's always happy to be around her teammates, and one of those girls that, again, will do whatever it takes for her team to win. And she's proved that since she's been here. Zoe's pitched. I mean, Zoe's done a lot of things for this program that we've asked her, and she's always done it for the best of the team. Great job this year, Zoe. So we're on to our senior class. And this first one is someone that I don't know if she knows how much respect I have for her. I don't know, and I'm sure she knows this, but if you don't know, Della went to state for slow pitch, Della went to state for flag football, and Della went to state for fast pitch. What I admire so much about her and respect so much about her is in the time where a lot of girls and boys are giving up sports for their friends to focus on college. You know, as coaches, we always say that you only get to do high school once, so take advantage of that opportunity. And Della is that example. Her senior year, she probably had, a week off between sports and just jumped back into another sport. She's the ultimate teammate. She has played 4 years. She's been a swing player. She's given everything she has to that JV team. She shows up with a great attitude. She cheers on her teammates and just so deserving of the recognition of being a 4-year Inglemore fast pitch player, and that means a lot to me. Your class started out with 10, 11 girls, and there's 4 of them. That's just how special. And I always give my speech about, my wife manages Amazon recruiting, and she talks about all the time of when she meets somebody that played sports in high school and that did it for 4 years. It always ticks up like this person's going to be dependable. They're going to work. They're going to multitask. All these things, and it just is awesome, Della, that you've done that and done it with just a ton of admiration for you and respect for what you've done. So and that's Della. colors, Noah? 4, 5 hair colors throughout the years.
Throughout 4 years.
This next individual, I don't know if she's ever stopped smiling from her freshman year to her last day on the field. Always has a smile on her face. Always just loves being at the field, loves being around her teammates, just loves being part of the program. Was our main pinch runner this year. Played a lot with JV, and again, 4 years. 4 years of playing fast pitch at Inglemore, where it's a commitment. We all know it's a commitment. Us as coaches, we know we ask a lot. There is probably one other team in this state practicing right now, besides us. And so we know we ask a lot, but to show up to everything with a great attitude, always very coachable, want to get better, always asking questions. Just so damn proud of you and what your future has in front of you. You're going to go on and do so many amazing things. And the one thing I know for sure, you'll have a smile on your face doing it. So that's Michaela. So I had some jokes written for this next individual. I did. I had some good jokes that her mom would probably strangle me by the end of it, and I'm a little scared of Darcy. Oh, not so much. Darcy, though, a little bit. But what it came down to with this individual, and like so many before her, is I'm going to miss her. I think since day one, Emily and I had a bond because she came in, she wouldn't stop talking. I got this long email from her select coach about Emily. I got her dad telling me I'll sponsor the program. Sorry, I had new ones. Sorry, Darcy, just one. But we just always had a bond. I mean, just from the stupid ghost, from her word quota that she had her first freshman year that I told her, because you talk too much, you can't go over this many words this year. But really came down that I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss being around her. I'm going to miss hearing her come into practice. Hey, Rob. I'm going to miss the banner that we have. Paul, you would have kicked in another 1,000, that wouldn't have happened. But Emily is the example of someone that loves Inglemore fast pitch, and is willing to do whatever it takes for Inglemore fast pitch. Throughout all her years, she's had to put up with adversity. She wasn't the day one starter at first year. Emily had to play JV. She caught for a while. We had her in the outfield. And then she became our first baseman, and I put you right up there with a girl that was here my first year. We called her Double A, probably one of the best first basemen I've seen until Emily got here. I'm super proud of you. I'm super grateful that I got to be part of your life for 4 seasons, and I'm going to miss you. That's just the fact. I'm going to miss you. It will not, coaching will not be the same without an Emily. You know, hopefully when I'm rocking some good T-ball coaching that I'll meet a future Emily. But thank you for everything you've done. And
Oh, shoot.
I was gonna keep it. It was gonna be your senior gift. This is another kid that I'm gonna miss. Just because, gosh, she brightens my day every time I step on the field and see her smiling. Just knowing that you have someone in your program that does, gosh dang, tissue, does whatever you ask her to do. And I know she had tough moments this year. But she did it with a smile. She did it like a leader would. She continued to lead. She continued to be a great teammate. She continued to ask questions, say, what can I do? Tried everything we asked her to try. Just so proud of her. And someone that not going to be the same without you at Eagle or fast pitch, and that's key. Before we get to we'll take a break from hearing us talk and let the captains do their thing. I wanted to recognize our Kinko athletes, and I did tell you that I was going to go on a tangent here. We deserve more recognition. I'm proud of every single one that got a Kinko award, but there is no doubt in my mind that there was girls that were left off, and these guys will tell you, after I got off that call, I was pretty upset, pretty mad, and Rob sends out emails, not to the level Paul sends off emails, but Rob sends out some emails saying, this isn't right, we need to look at the system. So I do want to, before I recognize one thing, because there's an individual here that got left off, and I'm still mad about it, and that's Campbell. Campbell wasn't first or second team, second base because she didn't play there 75% of the time. And I said during the meeting, that's the stupidest thing I've heard of. We played 12 games, for crying out loud. So Rob refused to vote for second base. And Rob fired out an email to his AD that said, we need to review this. And she sent it out to the AD that was the head of softball. And they are going to make changes next year. So, Campbell, you are first team Kinko conference in my mind. And Cody's and Jim. And I'm sorry the system let you down. So let's give it up for Campbell. Rant number 2, sorry. The voting with how they do these things is a kid gets nominated from another coach, the coaches vote, we go over stats, And I'm super proud of this kid. I'm proud of Malin that she's second team. But again, this should say first team pitcher in my mind. But to be recognized as second team is a huge honor. And I'm excited to see next year when you come out and dominate everybody and prove no doubt that you were first team pitcher. So second team, all Kinko goes to Malin Homes. The next individual, most of our nominations came from the Redmond coach, so it'll be nice to him next year because he's the one that highlighted a lot of our girls during the meeting. This individual ended up with honorable mention as an outfielder, as a freshman, which is super awesome. And again, the sky's the limit for this kid, and there's no doubt this will be a first team Kinko All League next year, and that's Sienna. Another outfielder that was recognized by the coaches that had a great year, and in a league that had a lot of good outfielders. This league is packed with outfielders. For her to get honorable mention says a lot, and that's Jackie. The last one for honorable mention, again, one that I feel that should have been recognized higher, but plays in a conference that has some really good catchers and had a great year. And again, somebody that I know will come back next year and dominate like no other, and that's Toba. Emily, you guys are up. Let's keep it under 100 words, please.
Okay, so we have some team awards from the captains, and when you hear your award, you can come up and we have a candy for you to go with your award. Wait, Rob, do you have are these little paper here? No, you do not. Good job, buddy. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, that's loud. Our first person was a really vocal leader on the team this year, and she got a really hot bat at state, which was awesome. But most importantly, she always makes the team laugh and does stupid things like throw water on me in the batting cage to keep the mood light and make everybody laugh. So that's why our Team Comedian Award goes to Bryce.
Okay, our next award goes to someone who's really fast on the base paths and in the outfield. They're just a really smart base runner and turns doubles into triples. And so the Lightning McQueen Award goes to Jackie.
Okay, our next award goes to someone who famously bedazzled her her cleats for our season, and she also bedazzled the pitch counter thing. She has beautiful cleats, and she uses them on the base paths with her speed, and she always brings her bright, sparkly attitude to the dugout, and our cleat fashion icon award goes to Michaela.
Okay, this is my favorite one. This person, no matter where the ball gets hit, is in her range. She plays outfield, but the ball might be hit infield. You might hear her calling it right away and running all the way to catch it. And she also has I got it attitude at the plate and consistently shows up at the right moments. So that's why the I Got It award goes to Sienna.
This next award goes to someone who always goes above and beyond for her team. She's always giving full effort, diving every practice, and she also launched a home run into the stars this year. So the Milky Way award goes to Hannah.
Okay, our next award goes to someone who's the first person out of the dugout to give everyone high fives. And she's always cracking explosive jokes and raising our energy. So our explosive energy award goes to Addie.
All right, so this person is very well-rounded as a player. She played a lot of different positions for us this year and excelled at the plate. According to Tova, she led the team in hits this season. I didn't fact check, but I believe you. She's also known for doing very funny and goofy things all the time. This is why our favorite soup award goes to Campbell.
Okay, this next person showed off her wheels this year. She was an aggressive base runner and stole home for a clutch run to advance us to state, so the fast break award goes to Maya.
Okay, our next award goes to a teammate who gave 110% to our team and was really committed and consistently showing up throughout the whole season. And she's always there for her teammates no matter what. And so our ultimate teammate award goes to Eden.
All right, this is a dual award. Our Inseparable Teammates Award. These two people, you can always count on them to automatically being in the same room every single day. They're both power hitters and very sweet people, Bella and Zoe W.
Okay, this next award is called the Grand Slammer Award, and this is for someone who hit a clutch grand slam in our district's game against Ballard, and her power hitting also translates to her arm. She's always making quick and smart plays in the field, so this award goes to Piper.
Okay, our next award goes to a person who had an outlandish strikes called on her, and she didn't let it get to her and had a really hot bat in our playoff games when we needed it most. So our most twisted strike zone award goes to Zoe.
Okay, this person always gives max effort in every aspect of the game, whether that's making a diving catch over the fence at state or diving into home to score or anything. She always gives max effort at practice and games. And she is a consistent force in the outfield for us, and that's Izzy. Gives us all out effort.
This next teammate consistently showed up for our team the whole season, no matter what. Even when our hitting was struggling, we could always count on her to keep our team going defensively. She took down some really powerful hitters this season and was super clutch for us. So the Consistency and Clutch Award goes to Malin.
Okay, this person was known for rocking her black eye at the end of the season and not wanting it to heal because it made her look cool. She was a fearless catcher for us and was even undefeated for a while, so our coolest injury award goes to Emmy.
So our Gummy Bear Award goes to a person who always brought a positive attitude to practice and games. She's a super hard worker, improved a lot this season, and she always is there to support her teammates with a smile, and that is Delaney.
This next award goes to someone who did a little bit of everything this season. She was a pitcher, infielder, hitter, and base runner, and just did not back down from anything and had a great season. So the Reese's Pieces Award goes to Audrey.
Our next award goes to someone who consistently wore a smile on her face all day, every day this season, and she had really jolly energy. So our Always Cheerful award goes to Annika.
Okay, and last but not least, this person yelled so loud at state that she completely lost her voice and could barely talk for a few days. She always brings max energy to the dugout and is communicating with her teammates on the field with a really loud voice, so that's why our Most Valuable Yeller Award goes to Naya. Alright, great job everybody. I hope you enjoy your candy. And we just want to thank the coaches for all that you do for us. You guys really create a great atmosphere for us to be in every single day. Cody, thank you for your dedication to our program and for making practice plans every day, even though you know I don't read them. It's nice that they're there. You could use a little bigger font, but that's my only criticism. And thank you for pitch calling all year. You had some really tough hitters to go up against, and you did a good job, so thank you. Jim, you're the team dad. We all know it. You are always supporting us, and I feel like just encouraging us to be confident in ourselves all the time. And you are the ultimate bunting champion. I don't know anyone who likes bunting more than you. So that's awesome, thank you. And Reese, this sums up Reese. I feel like after our Hazen game, when we won 18-2 or something, Reese was should have been 25. That's basically what Reese does. He never stops pushing us. He can sound like a Debbie Downer, but really he just wants us to get better. And his front toss really improved this year. So, good job. And finally, Rob, thank you for always believing in us from the start. At the beginning of the season, I feel like I was a little bit ooh, this is a tough schedule. we started out a little rough, but then as we kept going and getting better, I just realized that you were right, and that did help us prepare for state. I feel like we were really ready when we got there. And I feel like we were always just looking out for the best of the team and giving everybody opportunities. Yeah, and thanks for always encouraging us to be our best and have fun at the same time. So thank you.
This will be short, but we had a couple shout outs that we wanted to give for our booster club, and there's so many more people we could thank, but we wanted to start off with Jen Holmes. Thank you so much for all of your behind the scenes work. It means a lot, and we couldn't be where we are without you. Thank you for planning all of our events and helping us bond this year as a team. Jen Minahan, thank you so much for our awesome swag and the best chocolate chip cookies ever. It means a lot. Rebecca and Stephanie, thank you so much for the super dedicated Snack Shack leaders this season. We really appreciate you in the Snack Shack. And Cynthia, thank you for all of our uniform and organizing help. You're awesome. So thank you guys.
And just thank you to all of our teammates, because you guys are what really make this fun. And I know that you guys pushed us as captains to be better players and better leaders this year. So thank you guys.
Good job. All right, we'll wrap this up with team awards for both JV and varsity. Yeah.
All right, first award is our JV Teammate Award. Player understands how powerful it is to stay positive. Pick their teammates up, always communicating with them, selfless player, doing what we ask for the betterment of the team. It shows that with her commitment. She also led the team in fielding percentage this year, defensively, outside of our catchers, which catchers and pitchers, you guys fielding percentage is always ridiculous because of the strikeouts. And first baseman, so I didn't include you in that. But as far as a regular position player, you led the team in defensive fielding percentage this year. You guys are way better public speakers than me. Anyway, teammate of the year for JV goes to Addie. All right, Junior Varsity Hustle Award. I remember after this player's freshman year, when we started the sophomore year, she came and said, "I will never hesitate again." And she's been running ever since. Running with abandon. So our team hustle award goes to Michaela. Good job. JV Newcomer of the Year. Again, toughest position on the field is catcher. We ask a ton of catchers. You guys all know how important it is to keep balls in front, to have that bond and communication with the pitcher. And Emmy just did a great job, so we were the JV Newcomer of the Year. Defensive MVP you know, when it comes to defense, there are two positions. We just talked about one of them where you've got to keep balls in front of you. Well, you guys might have heard me joke once or twice with our first baseman, the shortstop or the third baseman or someone owes her a cup of coffee because she saved their bacon on the throw. The way you pick balls at first base, it's really an art form. It is hard to do, and you do it fantastically. So that's why you're the defensive player of the year. You saved a lot of people's bacon. Offensive MVP. So this player leads the team in 11 different offensive categories. Again, I looked the other day at our game changer stats. Yeah, sometimes she might have ran through a sign or didn't hear a coach say go or stop, or it was usually stop and she was going anyway. But that's what we preach. Aggressive base running, make your mistakes at 100%. So it's just fun to watch her out on the field and watch her perform offensively. You're the offensive MVP. Next one's the JV overall MVP. The players asked to do things that she may not have been comfortable with early on, or haven't done for a while. Every coach, loves a player that reacts with that positivity and just is like, what do you need me to do? And I'll do it to the best of my ability. Great attitude. Always ask them, how can I get better? Audrey pitched 77 of our 105 JV innings this year. I didn't actually realize that's how they were rated. And you probably would have pitched more if you had one game where your arm was a little sore because you haven't pitched in 2 years or whatever. And then, like I said before, 60% strike rate for someone coming in that hadn't been necessarily working on that skill and that mechanic is very, very impressive. So Audrey, you're a
varsity outstanding teammate. Again, with this individual, always had a positive attitude, always had a smile on her face, always brought the team up, always made people laugh, and our outstanding teammate is Bryce. Our hustle award for varsity, again, goes to an individual that every time she steps on the field, she's going to give you everything she's got, whether it's base running, playing second base, whatever she is going to do, she's going to do it at 100%. So our hustle award goes to Keith. Defensive MVP. Again, I've said it before, at a school that had a terrific outfielders come through it, Tierney, Tony, to name a few. This kid is going to be right there with them, and our defensive MVP this year is Izzy. Offensive MVP was somebody that led our team in hitting, led our team, and I think 8 categories. Again, consistent. I think for a freshman to hit for the year, I want to say 435 against some of the top pitchers in the state is remarkable, and our offensive MVP is Sienna. Our top newcomer award is someone that this award is someone I put in the same category as our team MVP. She did everything we asked for this year, played multiple positions, hit when the team was struggling, was consistent the whole year, led the team in hits, was second in RBIs. Our top newcomer this year is Campbell. Team MVP this year, without a doubt, without her, we wouldn't have done what we did. We talked about the no-hitters, the one-hitters, just willing to take the ball. We were concerned about her halfway through the season that Cody comes up to me and said, you know, she's thrown more innings than anybody in the state, and it wasn't close. But never complained, always wanted to be in that circle and lead our team. So our team MVP this year is Malin. Our final award is the Jillian Award. For you guys that don't know, Jillian Starosky, what she did for this program is unmatched. Everybody that saw Jillian play, that was around Jillian, know what I'm talking about. This is a kid that handled adversity. When she got hurt, she would continue to pitch. When she got hurt, broke her finger, she did everything she could to get back quicker than she should have. So this award is for a kid that deserved to have an award named after her, because will always have a special place in my heart. And for many parents that know her, I know think very highly of this kid. So this award is going to go to an individual that handled adversity. Off the field, showed up every day with a smile on her face, worked hard, was a great teammate, and every day I saw her just made me feel so lucky to be around such a tough individual handling such tough adversity off the field. So I proudly say that our Jillian Award goes to Eden Hansen. The passing of the torch of captains, Tova proved me wrong. I didn't think she'd be able to keep a secret. Where are you, Tova? There you are. Had my doubts. For those of you who don't know, that how we do captains is they have to write a little resume or a little blurb. I send them out to Kyle, who used to coach here. Keely gets one. There's a couple other people, and they get it blindly, and they read it, and they come back and say, "These are your 2 captains." And I think how we've done it, I think we haven't missed yet on girls that we have named captains. So I'm proud to say that your 2027 captains, joining Tova, is Bryce Miller, and Balin Homes. And we're keeping going. There's something to say?
Okay, these, actually, can you just open it right now? Uh-oh. Hold it up, Toa. Hold it up, Bryce. Okay, so Jennifer made us these bedazzled softballs, and every year you're gonna pass it down to the new captains. So please don't lose it. Keep it safe. And yeah, you're gonna pass it down and be like a continuing thing. So yeah, congrats.
Before we know it, these girls will be taking the field again in 2027. And for you girls that are returning to Inglemoor, there is no doubt that this team is going to show everybody in the state who Inglemoor softball is. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, but it's been 22 years. And I think this team breaks that next year in 2027 and bring the state championship back. Again, thank you guys for coming out. We went a little bit long. It's been a great season. It's been a lot of fun. Part of us as coaches, we understand that we're not perfect. We're always learning. But what I do appreciate is how you parents treat us. We know there's grumbling. We can always know there's grumbling. We get it, right? We're down 8-0 to Cedro. Why is he putting other girls in? I get it. I understand. But that's what I love. I'm a coach that loves that. That's how we always get better. Is for parents that push us and expect high demands from their coaches. And that's what you guys should expect. You don't want a coach that just shows up, collects the amazing stipend we get from the district. And I will tell you, since I've been here since day one, and coached with these guys, and Kyle and Matt Clark before then, we've treated like this like a 12-month job. Because that's what these girls deserve, and that's what this program deserves. So thank you for being amazing parents and supporters of this program. And just continue to be who you guys are. Girls, there's no doubt what you guys, with the changes they're making the softball in the state next year, with allowing tournaments for high school teams to play in during the season, you guys are going to go through the ringer, because that's what gets us better. And I know you'll handle it and come out the other end as state champions. So, on to 2027. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Please.
me and my family this year. It's been a really hard time, and softball was really positive me this year. So thank you guys.
Families, if you have young ones at home,